If you have ever played Starbound, it is highly likely that you have played the game's most popular mod, Frackin' Universe, an overhaul of the game that is widely known as essential to making the overall experience of Starbound better. I won't be discussing the mod itself, however. Today I wish to touch on an experience I had with the developers. Before I begin, I wish to reiterate, do not track down or harass anyone I speak about in this video. This is for entertainment and discussion only. I simply want to share something I found interesting. If you have played Frackin' Universe, you may already be familiar with this guy. Vinny. He is one of, if not the most iconic character in the mod. And for good reason. I mean, look at him. Such a wonderful design. Now, if you haven't noticed by now, I am a furry. And furries like good character design. Perhaps a bit too much. Which is where this all starts. I began a playthrough recently with an artist friend. This friend was fascinated by this character and was interested in making some fan art, possibly something not safe for work, which they have done before. After we're done playing, I decided to do a little digging around to find a reference image for Vinny. I did, but I also found very little in the way of fan art. There were 0 not safe for work art pieces, despite my memory telling me that there were some made. And not only that, I came across something else that tripped off alarms. An image depicting Vinny holding up a sign that reads, and I quote, "I am a child. Please do not draw porn of me. If I were a human, I would be about 11. Naturally, I grew concerned over this find. After looking around more, I didn't find any other information. So I went somewhere I knew I could get answers, Discord. I joined the Frackin' Universe Discord server, and I asked a couple of questions. Are people allowed to create fan art of this character? And furthermore, is that human year age canon? I got this response from one of the mod's contributors. Though the creator of the species and character is no longer on the team and wants nothing to do with Starbound at all, I can provide clarification. The Zarwiek, as originally designed, are a species with quite long lifespans, but are slow to grow. If one puts it into comparison with that of a human, he is equivalent to 11 to 12 years old and is still considered to be a minor. What follows closely after that is a message from the highest position, the creator of the mod. He can make fan art. If it's not safe for work though, I will find him and I will ensure that people know he is a... Okay. Now this is the part that I find interesting and would like to start a discussion on. Let's consider the following. As stated by the previous message, Zarwiek have a long lifespan but grow slowly. Vinny's actual age as of recording is not known, but in comparison to the human lifespan, he would be around 11 to 12 years old. This is also supported on a bio for the character that I found. Now I read this as being similar to the dog years and human years comparison. This estimation is outdated, but due to dogs having a shorter lifespan, the idea was that 1 dog year is the equivalent to 7 human years. A dog can be 5 years old in real time, but comparing that dog's lifespan to that of a human, they are actually 35. Applying this to Vinny's lifespan, he may have lived well over 18 years in real time. But he is still around the adolescent stage of his species development, and so especially compared to a human's stages of growth, he is young. Now we come to a strange gray area. Regardless of what stage in his lifespan he is, Vinny could factually be over the age of consent. And let's not forget, this guy works as a biologist, in a laboratory with who I assume to be his Novakid assistant. His quest line is to help your character fix their spaceship. Not something a child would be doing, don't you think? Furthermore, this important note about the character is not explicitly explained within Frackin' Universe. Perhaps it would be in a codex somewhere, but I have yet to find it. Any not safe for work artist out there could easily stumble upon this character in-game, and not know about this crucial detail before they make fan art. This almost happened with my friend. Pardon me, developer, but I find that message a tad extreme. As I see it, the circumstances around this character are up for interpretation, and it's possible that artists aren't even aware of this detail when they create fan art. So, what's the deal? I have spoken with others about this. None of them had nice things to say. One of them commented that the lead developer seems like a witch hunter, and another said that artists shouldn't care about this bizarre qualifier for his age. I've thought about this for quite some time. I wouldn't want to make assumptions on their intent, but I hearkened back to the initial response that I received. The creator of the species and character is no longer on the team, and wants nothing to do with Starbound at all. I have a feeling that this is related to their departure. Regardless of whether or not you think Vinny is underage, and regardless of how you feel about these creators, there is one thing I can say for sure. The creators don't want to see not safe for work content of this character. What you do with all of this information is up to you. But a safe bet is to do as my artist friend has suggested. Don't touch Vinny. Not even with a 10-foot pole. Now, I'm not into space slugs, but Vinny's dad got me like,